he mentioned about Colin Kaepernick. And Trump says in a rally in Louisville, Kentucky. Now, y'all know that Trump is already starting his re-election campaign, which is beyond stupid. But in a rally in Louisville, Kentucky, Trump mentioned the free agent quarterback and his ability to land a new job with a team. And that's basically Colin Kaepernick opting out of his last year of his contract and now stating that he's having a hard time being picked up as a free agent. So in previous instances, Trump has called Kaepernick disrespectful for kneeling during the national anthem as a form of protest for racial injustice. But this time, the president referred to a Bleacher Report story where an unidentified league executive estimated that 10% of the teams were hesitant to sign Kaepernick out of fear that Trump would tweet about them. Wow. So there was an article today, quote, this is Trump saying, quote, there was an article today that NFL owners don't want to pick him up because they don't want to get a nasty tweet from Donald Trump, he said. Quote, do you believe that? Quote, I said, if I remember that one, I'm going to report it to the people of Kentucky because they like it when people actually stand up for the American flag. Wow. That sounds like a Klan rally. That don't sound like a re-election rally. But hey, who am I, right? Further, he said, so far, Kaepernick has not responded to Trump's comments. The 29-year-old quarterback actually opted out of his last year of his contract with the 49ers and now is an unrestricted free agent. So, he said he really feels as though he played a part in that. But in reality it is, he really didn't. That was going on before he was in office when he took a stand against racial injustice. And that's really kind of a touchy subject, being that a lot of NFL teams treat their players like slaves. Anyway, so Trump, I can't say you had anything to do with this. It's really just some of these racist NFL owners that look like they treat their players like their property anyway. And I mean, hell, you ain't played no part in that. You just really help. I would say you played a part in exposing, and making these owners feel more comfortable in their racial injustices, to be honest with you, though. So, but I don't like it. I don't like the fact that Trump he plays such a big part in, he stays on social media. Like, is that, and help me realize, I see some people in the chat talking as well. Is that who they refer to as Twitter fingers? I thought it was Meek Mill. I guess I'm getting old. I'm trying to keep up with this crap. But I've been hearing Twitter fingers, and I think that's what they've been calling Trump, because that's one president who stays in social media. He's like really like for real. He's like a real troll that's happened to be running this country. Wow. But I'm reading some of the chat, and let me address this because I thank y'all for responding and to this, because I knew this was going to be a touchy subject about this. So let's see. Kezia, what's up, Kezia? Thank you for your continued support. Yes, while he worked as her manager, but not after. Mary isn't unemployment. Now, understand now, Kezia, I don't know if you're married or not, whatever, been married, but that man played a pivotal part in restructuring her career, and she openly admitted that. So regardless if they got divorced or not, I still feel like he was able to live a lifestyle based upon her success, and he played a part in her restructuring of her success. So in my opinion, man cave approved, that man is deserving to receive benefits still from his estranged wife. So I'm looking at another message coming in. Somebody texting and saying she was already in Mary J. Blige before him. She was Mary J. Blige, but her career, if you think about this, her career during the time that she married, when she married Kendu, it brought stability in her life. Like, she was going through a hurt phase. She found love again because she hadn't really dated anybody since KC from Jodeci, and you know how toxic that relationship was. But that man made her better. Let's look at an overall picture. That man made her better. That man molded and reshaped her career. So he damn right he earned his money during the time he was married, and he earned money afterwards because that money she's still reaping benefits from. So let's not take away from that man. He really earned it. So I see y'all still talking about that. So I want to get into another subject, and I'm short on time tonight. And I want to talk about domestic violence. And with domestic violence, I really want to talk about this. And I want to open the phone lines now. And I'm responding to some messages as well. And I'm trying to reach out to somebody to call in about this and share some of their testimony, because they was able to share it with me as of recent. But I want to say domestic violence is nothing to play with. If you know anybody, and you can, phone lines are open as well, 446419606. But if you know any woman that's going through any kind of domestic violence situation and they're not openly talking about it, etc., but please have them reach out to me, and via Facebook, they can call 446419606. They can call in anonymous, and I want to help. And I'm an advocate for restructuring households, restructuring families, and part of Simply United Together, we have a department that handles this, and I can lead you in the right direction and help, and we'll assist hands-on with the situation. I don't want to see another person I know make the news. That was the roughest thing ever. So, long story short, I kind of want to share that I kind of bear witness to that growing up. And not getting into full details, but I was able to witness that through a short period of time in my life. And I don't think it's fair. And if you know any kids that are going through, I put it on Facebook, and I had so many people open up about testifying about being, hey, they were saying that, hey, I'm a witness, I'm here to help. So many women stepping up. And I saw a brother step up and say, hey, his daughter was going through that, having to see that with his baby mama and her situation. And you never know. Like I said, it's a silent killer in our community outside of high blood pressure and diabetes. But domestic violence is something serious. And if any woman is going through it that's listening to this or catches the rebroadcast, if you catch the rebroadcast, you can text 446419606, and somebody here from the Man Cave Show will respond to your text accordingly. You can be anonymous, but I'm here to help, because I know we have our differences in relationships as men and women, but nobody should be victim of such heinous acts of domestic violence. Fellas, we got to do better. Sometimes as men, we get aggressive and we don't know how to use our words. But we have to learn, and not just for the fear of jail or prison. For the simple fact is that you have to be able to be heard as a man without violence. You're not gonna be a business owner beating up clients or customers because they don't agree with you. You got to be able to talk. We have to be better communicators. Ladies, stop pushing men buttons. Stop pushing that man button. Stop trying to always feel like you got to make a point. Please understand, we should be able to talk and work out our differences. In my relationships with anybody that's dated me, I had a couple of exes that listened to my show, but I'm big on communication. I'm big on, hey, if you're angry right now, cool off, but we still gonna talk about it. Never go to bed angry at someone that you love, because you never know where you have the opportunity to actually say I love you again. You don't want to go to bed with that type of anger. You don't want to live with that type of guilt. And I'm here to help, and I'm opening up my resources to any woman that is going through it, any man that's going through it. If you're a brother and if you don't know how to talk to your significant other, or you know somebody that's going through it, I'm here to help. It's no judgment, it's no consequences, no repercussions. I can place you in a position to be heard and to work out differences. I'm not here to lock people up or nothing like that. I'm here to help. It's a lot of things that get untreated in our communities, and this is one of them. Mental illness is one thing that gets untreated in our communities. Health and wellness gets untreated in our communities. Domestic violence is one thing that gets untreated in our communities. And we have to address this situation head on. For all my people my kickball family that's listening, know that, as your coach, and if I've coached you before, just being a part of it, it's a family. And we may have our differences on the field, but off the field, and even on the field, on the field we enemies on the field, but off the field, I'm not your enemy. I'm here to help. And if you don't feel comfortable email me, SeanWard.SUT@gmail.com. Email me, whatever. I don't want to wake up to see you a victim. I don't want you to no longer be a victim. Because it's sad to see somebody life taken away, and that child's life taken away because of a man that's insecure or a man that doesn't know how to use his words. Don't be a coward, fellas. Walk away. It ain't worth it. We know we're physically able to dominate women, but it's best to walk away. It doesn't make you a coward that you walk away. It doesn't. It doesn't. And it hurts me because I've seen it firsthand how it could damage a family, how it could damage relationships. And so I wanted to take the time out tonight to talk about that and open the phone lines, 44641-9606. I joke and laugh and have fun on the Man Cave Show, but if you've been a victim of domestic violence, call in, share your story. Share your story. You can be anonymous and share your story to another woman can hear. If she doesn't hear it live, she can catch it on demand to hear and say, hey, I know a woman that's been through it. I got out of it. Because if you're able to talk about it now, you're a survivor. And so this weekend, Eye Candy Kickers are kicking off kickball season. And a lot of women are going to be wearing purple, some form of purple, to honor one of our fallen sisters, but to also make awareness to domestic violence. So this whole week, my episodes are dedicated to domestic violence and change. And it's a need for it. I know I'm going over a little time tonight. I was giving you a few more minutes extra because I just wanted to go give a solid hour tonight and put more time into my Saturday show this week only. But moving forward, like I said, after next week, starting at the first week in April, I'll be coming to you 3 times a night, Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. And I wanted to touch bases with you tonight with the opportunity to know any woman that's going through it, domestic violence. Fellas, if you've been in a situation where you were the initiator of domestic violence, or you need help trying to talk to your girl or trying to be able to communicate, or you feel like you're not being heard as a man, I'm here to help. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. The jail time's not worth it. And the consequences and repercussions and the long-term effects, definitely not worth it. So just know, ladies, that I have your back.